Hey y'all. So apparently, even if you have a weekend off, your night shift sleep schedule does not go away. So it's like, it's 3:45 in the morning and I'm just like chilling. Let me turn this little thing on. It's really bright, but I just wanted to catch up, let me tell you what's going on in my life and stuff, and a little bit about what God's really shown me in the past few months, and, just speak to you, because apparently a lot more people are listening than I realized, and it's people that I wouldn't even think would be listening to me, so, which I pray that they're listening to what God says through me and not me, but, anyway. So, I worked at a location for I worked at for a company for like 3 years, and I prayed about certain promotions and stuff, and really dug deep within God and our conversation and relationship, and asked Him, to just guide me this year. I just want to completely obey Him, and Him tell me what to do, and wherever He takes the cloud, I'm following. Wherever He wants my life to go is where I'm going. And so I moved I took a promotion, and then I was just like, Lord, why? Why did you tell me to do this? Because it's just stressing me out completely, and I don't comprehend it. Like, I couldn't do my devotionals the way that I wanted to all the time, which is ironic because at that time is whenever He told me to go on social media. So I was trying my best to, maintain this and that and so many other things. But, so my devotionals lacked a little bit, but not much, because I was trying to share them on here and on TikTok and all sorts of platforms. And this is really hard for me because I have such a busy life, and I don't necessarily like everybody knowing what I'm doing, because I fully believe in minding my own business. So it's really hard for me to find the urge to share everything, because I'm like, I'm just getting annoying. Like, it annoys me to post because I'm like, why does it matter? But it does matter, because I've had so many people reach out at random points and just be like, I need your help. I need you to pray for me. Hey, this is what's happening in my life, and I need guidance or counsel or, advice. And, I talk to God, and then I talk to them, but I want you to know that I'm here. And I want you to know that no matter where you've been or where you are even, all it takes is a perspective change, y'all. It just takes you truly saying, Lord, I don't know. Because in reality, y'all, we don't know anything. We don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what the next 30 seconds holds. We don't know. We like, even with COVID, we woke up one day and the whole world's wearing a mask. I mean, we've been wearing masks for years, covering up who we truly are and pretending to be something that we're not. I mean, shoot, social media is a mask. But, it just, you never know what's going to happen. So that's truly one thing I can say, is just say, Lord, this is your life. Live it through me. I go and I do what the Lord leads me to, and I live my life the way that the Lord leads me to. Me and God talk about every decision I make, and I mean every decision. You have to follow the convictions of your heart and what the Lord lays upon your heart, and make sure that it's truly the Lord that's laying it upon your heart and not your human flesh, But so I got to a point where if it feels right and I have no conviction not to, and I've prayed about it and stuff, I do it without hesitation, because I feel like that's just, when you have that peace, it's like, okay, I'm cool, I'm fine. Like, whatever happens next, God's going to provide. So I quit my job. And one of the best decisions in my life, I kid you not. I quit my job, and now I'm working for my dad, and we travel and do remodels and stuff, and it's actually helped my hips a lot, because I'm actually moving and gaining the muscle in areas that I need to be gaining the muscle. much pain as I was working where I was working. And I got to buy a truck, in which I am so happy with. You know, I gotta put my touch on it, but you know, I'm super beyond blessed and humbled that I'm even able to do this. And I moved out, and we're in a house now, me and my roommates are. So like, looking at my life now, I'm just truly humbled. Like, my finances, I've prayed and I've gave God everything first. You know, I've given him his tithe and more, and I've given my offering and whatnot. And like, so little story time. So my last paycheck at my old job was a lot less than I expected it to be, honestly. And I was like, oh no, like, how am I gonna, I need that for bills and stuff. And I was like, 10% of this is gonna do something to me. But I gave a vow unto God that I was gonna do more than 10%. So I did. And I got a gift card from my old job the day after in the mail. No, not even the day after. I think it was hours after, in the mail, for the same exact amount that I tithed and gave to the Lord. So I just want y'all to know, like, whatever you give to him, he will multiply. And that's not just with finances, that's with anything in life. And it might not be that he just gives you money back. It might be that he gives you a blessing instead, in ways that you never expected him to. You know, I want y'all to know that trusting in the Lord is the best place to go. Fearing the Lord is the best fear to have. Knowing that God, our Father, has his hands over you and your life in his hands is the most peaceful thing that you could ever experience once you fully grasp it and change your perspective on the fact that he's got you. It doesn't matter what this life throws at you, like, he's got you. And yeah, that's pretty much, I've just been soaking in how good my life is when I've chosen to live freely in what the Lord has said he wants for his children. And when you do that, it's just like a wave of my life's never been better. I mean, never. My finances, my materialistic things that I could very easily live without, but I'm not gonna say that, because there's gonna be low moments. Like, I could lose all this tomorrow and I would still give him praise, which is so much greater, because it's not like I have no glory from anything that I have, which is great because I know who gave it to me. Like, I know who brought me to the place in life that I'm in now, and I know who could easily take it away if he chooses to, and I pray that he knows that I love him regardless. And that's the thing, is whenever you have that peace in your heart and mind, it doesn't matter where the Lord's going to take you. Because I know that, like, right now I'm on a high mountain and I'm still giving God praise. But y'all, a few months ago I was in a low valley, and so I want you to know that, I'm not saying that life is just going to be great, but your mindset and I'm not saying my circumstances are necessarily completely great, but I know that my God's great, and I know that he's going to provide for me in the areas that I do struggle with, insecurities and anxiety and occasional depression or confusion or anger or bitterness. And I'm trying to let go of all of that, and I've done a pretty good job. If I do say something, or the Lord's done a good job in taking it away, because if it was me, I'd be worse of a hot mess than I already am. But I want to, one of the biggest things that I think is so important is just giving God praise, just talking to the Lord, whether it be like a quick 30-second, like, Lord, I just want you to know that I love you and I thank you, or, just talking to him like he's your best friend. Like, I pass by people on the road all the time, and if they're, struggling with, they just got in a wreck, or they just got pulled over, or, you could just tell that some people are just down, I pray, like, I ask God, I'm like, Lord, help them. I don't know what they're going through, but Lord, help them. And so I went and got a haircut out of town where we were working. Y'all, this poor lady, bless her heart, she didn't understand what I wanted. She messed my hair up. I got it fixed, but I couldn't help but laugh at myself. And the whole time she was on her little Bluetooth, and she was like saying, you know, don't forget about this lady, you know, you need to put her on the prayer list. And we had like, I don't even know, we talked about God, like, we just worshiped and praised the Lord for what he's done for us and stuff like that. We talked about prayer, talked about how important it was. I left her a good tip, even though it was not what I wanted, and I just cracked up every time I looked in the mirror, y'all. I couldn't even take myself seriously. It's got me giggling. It was too funny. But I mean, even things like that, like my hairdresser that fixed it, she was like, I don't know how you weren't crying, or like, you know, I don't know how you were laughing about it and taking it so well. But it's just because when you change your perspective, like, there's worse things, and I just needed to meet that lady. Like, she was a blessing to my soul, whether she was or not to my haircut or not, because she was just the sweetest thing. And so it didn't matter. Like, it was a blessing to bless her with the tip that I gave her, with being able to provide, you know, some kind of work for her, especially in these times. And like, whenever you can look at life that way, like, how am I going to bless someone today, or what can I do to help somebody today, or how can I show compassion today, or can I be empathetic towards someone today? Like, even a while ago, I went into a Quick Trip, a racetrack or something, and man, that dude took forever, and I was like, where is the worker at? But then I'm like, you know, I don't know what his night's doing. Like, I don't know if he's here by himself. Like, I don't know anything about how his day has went or not. So who am I to get impatient or mad or whatever? And it turns out that he was in the back trying to get something for the front, and he was the only one there. And he was so sympathetic, and he was like, you know, I'm sorry if I made y'all wait long. And it was like, if I would have had a bad attitude, I could have ruined his night 10 times worse. But instead, because I was compassionate and understanding and empathetic, I left, and he had a smile on his face, and he understood that it was okay that he took a moment. Like, we are to be Christ-like. We are to be the attributes that the Lord puts within us. And then that's where life becomes clear. Like, clarity is so abundant whenever you start living life that way. And I just wanted to share that. I don't know. I know I'm talking y'all's heads off. This is one of the shorter videos, though, so, but I am going to get off here because I'm jamming out, and I got a destination in mind, so, yeah, that's just my little, you know, Christ Talk with Cassida in the truck at 4 a.m. I pray that y'all have an amazing day, and know that you are loved and worthy and valued. And if you have any prayer requests, drop them in the comments, because me and God, we cool. A little fun. Like, okay, y'all, this is just how stupid I am. I crack myself up. I'm in love with myself. But, so I had a Corolla before I got the truck, and I named the Corolla JC, short for Jesus Christ, because I'm always riding with Jesus Christ, you know. So when I got my truck, I was like, well, how do I go? Because this truck's my baby. Like, this is my baby. But I was like, well, I'm not going to name it God, because no, I'm not naming it God. So his legal name, we'll call it legal name. His legal name is Jehovah, but his nickname Big Daddy, because, you know, Jehovah's the Big Daddy upstairs. I don't really need sleep. I've slept so much, but I need something to do. I guess that's it. I'm too bored. I pray y'all have an amazing day, and if I'm not giving you a little bit of advice on stuff that you're struggling with, I pray that you just, you know, talk to God, figure it out, and that I've made you laugh at least. I know my accent gets 10 times worse when I'm tired, but anyway, bye y'all.